Hey everyone, my name is Dale Blassingham and I'm your instructor for the Fundamentals of Digital and Online Media class, or FDOM as we call it. And I'm really excited to teach this class. I'm excited you're a part of it. And I think we're going to learn a lot and also have a great and hopefully fun semester doing so throughout the next several months. So what I want to do with this video is, one, I want to go over the track site with you. Because Tracks is where we're going to be living this semester in terms of our assignments and the online modules and how you submit things. So we're going to go over that. I'll briefly walk you through the gradebook, and then just want to make sure that you know how to use all the tools that are available to you as we go through the semester. So again, I'm really excited about this. Hope you are as well. And here we go. So the first thing you're going to notice on our track site is that it's built for you to work your way through the semester. You're here on the intro and syllabus page, and so we'll go through some of this material that's here, and then here will be all the online modules once we get started with those in the coming weeks. And I have one of them open right now as a test, just so you can see in this video when you actually go to the online module, they will open up on the Monday of that week. So if you try to click on online module 1 before Monday of the next week, it will not be available for you. So don't worry about that. They will open on time for the week that they are assigned. First and most importantly, as we discussed in lecture, there are 3 components to this class every single week. So we have lecture, we have lab, and we have online modules. Lecture, depending on your course schedule, will meet either Monday or Wednesday at 12:30 in the LBJ Teaching Theater. Labs, you will meet every Friday, and depending on your course schedule, you'll see you've signed up for a lab, and that you'll see a number on it. It'll say like L12 or L2, and I'll show you where to find out you meet your lab here in just a second. So you'll meet every Friday in your lab. And then finally, every week we'll have an online module for you to do. And again, I'm going to walk you through what one of those online modules is going to look like. These are online readings and some quick discussions and maybe a video to watch. We'll release a lot of assignment information in these online modules, and we'll also have weekly quizzes involved with them. And questions from those quizzes will be used on the midterm and the final exam. So your online modules are due every Thursday, so you need to finish them before you go to lab the next day. In terms of the syllabus, you can read through this. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I do want to point this out right here. Here's that lab schedule. So again, if you signed up for Lab 8, LO8, you would meet every Friday at 11 o'clock in room 232 with Jeanette. So go through here, make sure you have your lab number, and you find out the location and the time that you'll be meeting for your lab every single Friday. In addition, I have all of the graduate assistants here with their contact information and their office hours, so you can see that. Here's a breakdown of the grading. Some attendance issues here. I do not record attendance in lecture. Does that mean you don't have to come? No, that doesn't mean that. It just means I will not be recording whether you're there or not. What I will tell you is students who show up tend to do well. Students who do not show up tend to not do well. Lecture, I do not post my slides online, so you have to be in lecture in order to get my slides. In addition, any extra credit that's discussed will come up in lecture. So if you miss lecture, you will not have access to the information regarding extra credit. So, and most of the, a lot of the content for the midterm and the final exam will also be covered in lecture, obviously. In lab, you'll get a weekly lab session with a grad assistant, and you'll get that hands-on experience to work with your projects and to, accomplish more skill-based learning when it comes to that. We will be taking attendance in labs. After the 3rd absence, you cannot pass the class. So what that means is you can miss 2 labs without penalty. We will have graded assignments every Friday in lab. I drop the lowest 2. So again, that means you can miss 2 labs without penalty. Please excuse the dogs that are barking outside. After you miss your third lab, you are not able to pass the class. Finally, late work. This is a mass communication class. We thrive on deadlines. Any late work is not accepted. So if you miss a deadline, it's a 0. Here's some more information about that, the online modules, and then again, you can just go through here and see all the typical syllabus information, especially regarding academic honesty. We're going to be doing a lot of work with blogs. You are expected to create your own content. Failure to do so can result in anything from failing the class to getting kicked out of school. So please take that seriously. You'll notice I also have our course schedule here. So everything, what we'll cover that week in lecture, what we'll cover in the online module, what we'll cover in the lab. We also have any due dates there. So please pay attention to the lab schedule or the course schedule when it comes to that. So let's take a look at one of these online modules. And again, if you try to click on these, it's probably not going to show up right now. I have it set to open just so you can see it for this video. But when you click on one of the online modules, first thing you're going to see is the deadlines for this. So this is online module 1. So this will be due Thursday, January 26th at 11:59. Again, you have to complete these online modules before lab or before Friday because Friday is our lab day. You'll also get a little bit of information about what's coming up in this module. You'll see here there's some stuff to read. There's a PDF file that you'll need to read. And then we cover another topic. I have a link here for a study you have to read. I have a quick video tutorial here on Twitter 101, so you'll watch that. And then I release your first assignment. So you'll see I have due dates here, and if you click on this assignment, it's going to take you to the actual assignment page. So this is the Twitter scavenger hunt, which again we'll get into next week. But you'll see here it has all the instructions. We have some information here on how to submit, and you will be submitting everything through Tracks. So you'll see there's this submission box here. And let me just say I'm working on the Twitter scavenger hunt, and I'm just going to say 1 test, 2 test, 3 test. And let's say I'm now ready to go to submit this. You'll see a button here that says submit. Mine actually says resubmit because I've already submitted something as a test. But if I click resubmit, you want to make sure that you get to this screen because this is your confirmation screen that yes, it worked. Tracks got your submission. You should also receive an email confirmation with this. So if you do not get that, that means it did not go through. So failure to check this is not an excuse for you not being able to submit work on time. You have to make sure that you got this confirmation screen and that you got the confirmation email as well. Many of these assignments you can then go back in and resubmit. So again, you'll notice it still has everything that I just did there. If I need to add a 4th one and a 5th one, I can then click resubmit again, and now I'll get a new email confirmation that has gone through. So this is really important when it comes to submitting assignments for this class. You want to make sure you get this little check mark here that it says you successfully submitted your work, and that you also get that email confirmation that you submitted your work. You'll notice there's also a quiz here. So I'll click on the quiz. You can take the quiz twice. So it will record the highest grade of those 2 times. And again, questions from these quizzes will be showing up on the midterm and the final exam. The last thing I want to show you is this link right here, which says FDOM website. If you click on that, it will take you to my website. And right here under the FDOM tab, you see syllabus. You'll also see the class schedule. I'll have information on your assignments and the blog project. So this is just another resource outside of Tracks for you to get information on what we're doing in the class. So that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick tour of the Tracks site and get you familiar with where we'll be living in terms of spending a lot of time on tracks this semester.